YoYo.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Eddie Johnson again. I'm your host. We got two special guests in here today. Cousin Sam, this is number 2 for him. And then I got my man JB all the way from Ghana coming through. So our relationship is interesting because we met in high school. And my freshman year in high school was his sophomore year. But it was really like his freshman year because he came, straight from Ghana. So we got a cool relationship, man. Play basketball together. This is my bro right here. So I appreciate him for coming through.
Welcome, JB.
Thanks. Yo, Sam. So who was that beat that was on just now?
Yeah, so that was the Crooklyn Dodgers setup of Chubb Rock, OC, and J. Rue the Damager from the title. From the movie Clockers, which is an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It has Delroy Lindo in it. See, man, now I'm messing up with actors, but go see it. If you haven't seen it or stream it somewhere. Dope movie, dope soundtrack. We had to use it today.
So we're gonna get into it, man. So. Just looking at the state of the world, we had our own little private conversation before this, laughing and all that stuff. But I want to really talk about this topic here. What does it really mean to be a man? So as y'all know, I always refer back to the Bible because that is the standard. And that's where all the instructions are. The life instructions are to live a productive life, an abundant life that Christ has allowed us to live, and His sacrifice. So I wrote a couple topics down. I'm gonna give some scripture on it, and then we're gonna kind of get into it and then bounce off of each other in terms of our ideas and our opinions on certain things. So topic number 1: a man is responsible. So I went to 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. So when you rule your own house, that's responsibility. Being a man, we're supposed to take care of home, take care of our families, take care of our responsibilities. It seems like nowadays, I don't know what y'all think, but nowadays it seems like us men, we seem to shy away from responsibility. There's a lot of different reasons for that, but I really feel that it's just because, it's not really expected for us to really do much now. Look at the climate of, especially here in the States, you have, it happens, you have women that want to be men and vice versa, unfortunately, but anyways, it's like, so it's like men are more comfortable with allowing the women to kind of take control of things and be in charge. Not to say that women can't do it, because obviously we have strong women out here. Our mothers and women in our family we know are very strong, but it seems like that takes away from a man actually being a man, and being responsible and being accountable. So y'all jump in. What do y'all feel? How do you feel about men being responsible, especially in this day and age?
I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying. The responsibility does fall on us when it comes to our families. We're the heads,
right?
Of the family, right. And I think with strong women, like you said, I think it sometimes becomes easier for men to just kind of just sit back, and let the women take charge. And really, the way I look at it is that should almost really make you want to step your game up. Yes. You know what I mean? This should make you want to be that much more complete, be that much be that much more dutiful,
right?
In taking care of your responsibilities,
right?
This way, this way, if you have a son, he knows what it's like to be a man.
Exactly.
If you're, if for a little girl, she knows what to look for in her husband.
Exactly.
So I feel that when it comes to responsibility, when it comes to being a man, I feel that that's key. Is being responsible. Because we're called on to do a lot.
Right.
We're called on to do a lot, and like I said, and if we don't, the stakes are really high, especially in this day and age. Stakes are very high. You want children. You want your children to. Theoretically, parents always want their children to do better than them.
Right.
But if as a man, if you fail, you put your kids behind the 8 ball, and they actually have a worse starting place than what you would initially want for them, and it becomes that much harder for them going forward. Right. So, in terms of the future, the responsibility on us, the responsibility on men, is to be men,
right,
and to handle that responsibility.
I mean, for me, it's more of a gender role thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, if you're a man, you know that there are certain things that you have to, get done, or have situated in your life at certain stages in your life,
Right.
But like overall, like my perspective on like the pressure that men are put under, especially us black men, it may be unduly warranted. Like it's not really fair, and it comes in 2 dimensions. It's not fair because of the historical, factualities that have led us to,
to this point.
To this point. Like it's easy for you to come from a good background and then say, be responsible, right, when you've never had anyone to
show you that,
teach you that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, society has its own way of herding us into what a man is supposed to be. But I think what's most important is that as a man, your main responsibility should be on your destiny. And that could come in all sorts of different ways. Just because an individual, an individual's definition of, my responsibilities as a man should be like this, does not mean that same mold falls for everyone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be true to yourself and whatever you really need to be responsible. If it's being the emotional stability in your family,
right,
you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you have to go out there and go get money for the family or not. You're the person who handles this part of the family. Don't try and overburden yourself with okay, it's 2019, so you have to be worried about XYZ, this list. No, it's be true to yourself and be true to that. Be responsible to that truth that you find within yourself. You know what I mean? What you're supposed to be responsible. You know the best way to be responsible in your life, and most likely and most of the time it's those things that that hurt to do or that are annoying to wake up and get done. And so you know what I mean? You should be responsible to those things in your life.
And I think JB brings up a really good point, because I feel that that men set the tone in the house. I think that's one of our responsibilities is to set the tone for the direction the family is going to move in.
Right.
I think the men set the tone. I think women help steer it.
Yes.
Absolutely. But men definitely set the direction. And when we say responsibilities, we're talking about the major ones. Some of y'all women, y'all can take the garbage out at a time or two. Y'all don't gotta just leave it on us. Let the house stink until we get home and say, oh, you know what, garbage needs to be taken out. No, just like some men, men, step your culinary game up, man. Cook for your female, cook for your children. When dad comes home, and wife hasn't had a chance to prepare a meal, it shouldn't be, all right, well, let's order something. Nah, man, get in that kitchen. There's tons of easy recipes on YouTube that you can, use to drum up something, delicious for your family. So,
right. Right.
So, like you said, it shouldn't just be based on gender idea. No, it's a set tone for for the house. And like I said, your little ones are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, they're always watching you. When you think they're not, they are.
Right.
So you want them to start. You want them to start ahead of the curve. And like I said, to be a better version of yourself. So
I always say that kids are sponges, and they always looking, they always watching. Like, even on a personal note, I remember seeing. I think I was in high school at the time, and I just walked in my parents' room. My dad was in his room, and he's reading his Bible. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I need to do that. Dad is doing that. I need to get to that. My dad is doing this. So, and it was like almost like a subconscious thing. Like, oh, okay, I see this. So yeah, let me do the same thing. So yeah, deaf kids are definitely watching everything you do. And that makes it even more imperative for us as men, to be responsible and to set the right tone. There's so many things that you can do that you think are okay and are right, but realistically, what should be happening, because that you have others looking up to you. Even your woman, your woman looks up to you. That's just kind of the reality of it. We need to be responsible because there are people that look up to us. And again, to go off what JB said, it doesn't always mean that the specific gender was, like Sam was saying too. It's not like the woman always has to cook and all these things. Sometimes it's like, what, I want to take care of my family, so I know we need to eat. Maybe my woman, my wife, don't feel like cooking right now. I'm hungry myself. Shoot,
right.
I need to eat something too. So yeah, let me put it together. Let her take the day off or the night off or whatever the case may be, and just hold everything down for her, for the family. So I think that was a great one.
I mean, it goes even deeper than that.
Yeah.
Because it's not just for your kids.
Right.
Like, it's like people have to realize their responsibility to like other people's realities and like the world, because the world is not just you existing by yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? You actually go out there and you interact with the world. Like your kids, like they learn from you, but then they leave the home and learn from other people as well. Yeah. So your responsibility to being responsible goes beyond the people you care about. It propagates into society. You know what I mean? You showing that you're like a good man. You know what I mean? To a community of people, of young men that haven't seen a good man before. You in turn, like if it's a community of like 100 black men, like you could inspire another black man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Out of the 100. You know what I mean? You understand? Yep. So the responsibility goes beyond yourself and beyond your loved one. It's like you being responsible to your responsibilities permeates into society.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like a whole thing. So you may be thinking, oh, you're doing this for yourself. No, you're doing this for the society as a whole. You get what I mean? Because there's like some behaviors or some things that kind of like come out of nowhere, and you're like, yo, where they do that at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where are these guys coming from? No, it's like they're a group of people that have harbored this certain behavior, and it's starting to spread. Yes. And that's where you see it. You know what I mean? Because certain people are starting to act a certain way or be a certain way or do certain things no longer within the shadows, but like it's out in the open now. You know?
And I think the one thing that we as men have always got to be cognizant of. It's a quote that I'll paraphrase from this movie, but